By now, you've probably heard about what happened yesterday in Fordyce, Arkansas at that Mad Butcher grocery store. Let's talk about it. So yesterday, May 21st, around 11:30 a.m., a man walked into the Mad Butcher grocery store there in Fordyce with a weapon and he started shooting. At first, it was said that 2 people had died and 11 people were injured. 2 officers were injured, but then a third person died from their injuries. Now, the 2 officers that were shot had non-life threatening injuries. The suspect in the case, the shooter, also had a non-life threatening injury. He was shot. I have read several articles where people say that they were just in the grocery store shopping. They heard a loud noise, thought maybe something fell, maybe glass shattered or something. And then they realized that shots were being fired. Some people ran to the freezers to hide and try to stay safe. Some kids got separated from their parents, but they were able to get back to them. Thankfully, I don't know if any children were shot, but none of the 3 people that died were children. So let's talk about the 3 people that lost their lives. The 3 individuals that went to the grocery store like it was a normal day and did not have the opportunity to walk out. They didn't have the chance to go on with their lives. So one person that lost life yesterday as a result of the shooting was 63-year-old Shirley K. Taylor. Now, Shirley's daughter, Angela, described Shirley as the hardest working woman that she knew and a great person. She said that her mom loved her family and her kids. Another victim was 50-year-old Roy Sturgis. Now, Roy was shot outside of the Mad Butcher grocery store. People who knew Roy talked about his bravery and his sacrifice. He left behind a family, including a daughter named Hannah. The third person that was murdered yesterday was a young mom named Callie Weems. Callie was an LPN at the Dallas County Medical Center, and she was grocery shopping on her day off. Kelly had a little baby that looks like she couldn't possibly be over a year old that will never see her mom again. I hope that anyone else that was a victim of yesterday's shooting, whether it's physical or mental, are able to recover from their injuries. Arkansas State Police did issue a statement. It says Arkansas State Police Criminal Investigation Division is investigating a shooting that occurred on Friday, June 21st, 2024 at approximately 11:38 a.m. at the Mad Butcher grocery store in Fordyce. 14 people were injured from gunfire, including 11 civilians, 3 of whom were fatally wounded. 2 of the 14 were law enforcement officers. Their injuries are not considered life-threatening. The suspected shooter, who is in custody, was also shot and sustained injuries that are regarded as non-life-threatening. The civilian victims' injuries range from non-life-threatening to extremely critical. It's tragic and our hearts are broken, said Colonel Mike Hagar. Our prayers, along with Governor Sanders and the entire state of Arkansas, will be with this community and those affected victims. I have been briefed on the tragic shooting in Fordyce, and I am in constant contact with state police at the scene. I'm thankful to law enforcement and first responders for their quick and heroic action to save lives. My prayers are with the victims and those who are impacted by this, said Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders. ASP is asking for anyone with information to please call 870-850-8630. Then Arkansas State Police issued a second statement. Arkansas State Police has named the suspected shooter in today's Fordyce grocery store shooting as Travis Eugene Posey, 44, of New Edinburgh. Posey will be charged with 3 counts of capital murder. Additional charges are pending. He was treated for non-life-threatening injuries after exchanging gunfire with law enforcement, released to ASP custody, and transported to the Ouachita County Detention Center. ASP's Criminal Investigation Division is investigating the shooting that occurred on Friday, June 21st, 2024 at approximately 11:38 a.m. at the Mad Butcher grocery store. 14 people were injured from gunfire, including 11 civilians, 3 of whom were fatally wounded. 2 of the 14 were law enforcement officers whose injuries are not considered life-threatening. The civilian victims' injuries range from non-life-threatening to extremely critical. And again, ASP is asking for anyone with information to call 870-850-8630. So again, that shooter's name is Travis Posey. He's from Arkansas. He's 44 years old, and he is currently in custody at the Ouachita County Detention Center. I do want to share one final thing. It is a statement from the owners of the Mad Butcher grocery store. It says, "We are deeply saddened by the shooting incident that occurred Friday at the Fordyce Mad Butcher grocery store, which is owned and operated by Hauschkins Food Group. We're thankful for the rapid response from local authorities who apprehended the suspect and secured the area. Corporate and store officials are fully cooperating with law enforcement during the investigation. The store will remain closed until the investigation concludes. Please keep our employees, customers, and the Fordyce community in your thoughts and prayers."